Hi, everybody, and welcome to this day in history. We are going to go through and talk about what's going on this day in history. And let me give you a little insight. Today is January 14th. It's an amazing day today. It's Sunday. There's football on TV. It's great. 351 days left in the year. It is celebrated sometimes as Old New Year as groups that use the Julian calendar instead of the Gregorian calendar. Go figure. Alright, so here we go. We're going to go to the events. We're going to start in 1301. Andrew III of Hungary dies, ending a big dynasty in Hungary. In 1539, Spain annexes Cuba. In 1761, the Third Battle of Panpat is fought in India between the Afghans and the Marathas. In 1784, the American Revolutionary War is Ratification Day. Congress signs the Treaty of Paris with Great Britain. In 1814, the Treaty of Kiel, Frederick the Sixth of Denmark cedes Norway to Sweden. And there you go. Alright, in the Greek War of Independence in 1822, Corinth is captured by two guys. I'm not even going to try to pronounce their names, but it's captured, so there you go. Alright, in 1858, Napoleon III of France escapes an assassination attempt made by Orsini and his accomplices in Paris. 1907, an earthquake in Kingston, Jamaica. Kills more than 1,000 people. 1911, Amundsen's South Pole expedition makes landfall on the eastern edge of the Ross Ice Shelf. 1939, Norway claims Queen Maud Land in Antarctica. World War II, Japan begins Operation Key, the successful operation to evacuate its forces from Guadalcanal during the Guadalcanal campaign. 1943 also, Franklin Delano Roosevelt and Churchill begin the Casablanca Conference to discuss strategy in the next phase of the war. Also, in World War II, Franklin Roosevelt becomes the first president of the United States to travel by airplane. A little insight there. While in office, as he travels from Miami to Morocco to meet with Churchill. In 1952, NBC's long-running morning TV program Today debuts with host Dave Garraway. 1954, the Hudson Motor Car Company merges with Nash Kelviner to form American Motors, AMC. Alright, 1960, the Reserve Bank of Australia, the National Bank and Banknote Issuing Authority, is established. 1967, the counterculture of the 60s. The Human Be-In takes place on Golden Gate Park, launching the Summer of Love. In 1967 also, the New York Times reports that the Army is conducting secret germ warfare experiments. 1969, the USS Enterprise near Hawaii kills 27 people after an explosion. 1972, Queen Marguerite II of Denmark ascends to the throne, the first queen of Denmark since 1412 and the first Danish monarch not named Frederick or Christian since 1513. Now I'm going to have to look that up because that's pretty funny. Alright, of course I clicked on it. And let's go back. Okay. Elvis Presley's concert Aloha from Hawaii is broadcast via satellite and is the most watched broadcast by an individual entertainer in television history. That's very interesting, and I'm I'm going to look that up too. A lot of times I look this stuff up. I love learning, so this is why I love this day in history. In 2000, the United Nations Tribunal sentences 5 Bosnian Croats up to 25 years in prison for the 1993 killing of more than 100 Bosnian Muslims. And the national flag of Georgia, also called the five-cross flag, is restored to use after a hiatus of some 500 years. 2004, Yemen opens up a war against Al-Qaeda, and that happened in 2010. So that was the really great things that happened this day in history. Now we got a few births to talk about. We start out a little early in our time. 83 BC, Mark Antony was born this day in history. I'm sure I don't have any friends that were there. So, it is what it is. Also, we have a lot of other people. As I move down the list, we're going to find the oldest person still living with us. And it looks like I have found the winner today. Is Carol Cook, born 1924. Also born on this date in history, we have Clarence Carter, big-time blues musician. Billy Joe Spears. Faye Dunaway was born this day in history. Holland Taylor from the show 2.5 Men was born this day in history. Amazing actress. Bev Perdue, the 73rd governor of the great state of North Carolina, was born this day. Carl Weathers from Rocky and a lot of other shows was born this day. Steven Soderbergh was born this day in history. Shepard Smith. Slick Rick was born this day in history. Dan Snyder. If you guys don't know who Dan Snyder is, he is a producer, and he produced a lot of shows for Nickelodeon. So, really awesome guy. And he was an actor on TV on the show Head of the Class. So, I mean, that's just cool that kind of stuff happens. Emily Watson, happy birthday to you. LL Cool J. Jason Bateman, happy birthday to you. Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters and Nirvana. Paul Tisdale, it's his birthday as well today. A lot of other people who, I don't know a lot of these people. We have Japanese actors and other things. I guess we'll wish a happy birthday to Kai, who is a South Korean musician and a member of the boy band, in South Korea. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. Alright, and folks, also we have a few deaths to talk about. As I do every day. Alan Rickman, who was a great actor, passed away this day, 2016. Ricardo Montalban, who was very famous for Fantasy Island, passed away this day in history. Shelley Winters passed away in 2006. Kind of looking down, Donna Reed, who amazing actress, 1986 passed away. You might know her from It's a Wonderful Life, the Donna Reed Show, and every other great thing from early days in TV history. Ray Kroc died this day in history, 1984. And just kind of looking down the list, of course, we're going to get to Seraphim, who was a Russian monk and saint, died this day in 1833. And Andrew III of Hungary died this day, 1301. So, there you go. That is this day in history. And just a little insight, it is Ratification Day in the United States, Revolution and Youth Day in Tunisia. It's Flag Day in Georgia. I'm actually going to look that up because I want to see what that flag looks like. And it's really cool. Plus, remember, it is Happy New Year Day. And as always, to all my great wrestling fans out there, it is always and forever Happy Rusev Day. So we'll see you guys very soon here on thescottshow.com. Enjoy yourselves. Have a great day. And enjoy the football.